Good morning. Let us start the next topic, that is Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Okay. So who proposed this one means the name itself they have given. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium was proposed by Hardy of UK and Weinberg of Germany. Okay. Weinberg of Germany. So what does the principle says? Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium principle says that allelic frequency allelic frequency. So the allelic frequency might be a dominant or recessive, whatever it might be, remains constant. So the allelic frequency remains constant for generations to generations, from generation to generations. Okay. So you know that what is an allele? Allele means two alleles you take, alternative form of a gene. Okay, one might be dominant allele, the second one is recessive allele. Then how do you calculate the allelic frequency? Okay, allelic frequency is calculated by the number of given alleles divided by total number of alleles in population. So allelic frequency is calculated by number of given alleles by total number of alleles in the population. So what is an allele and what is its frequency? Let us see this one. Allele one side and frequency another side. Okay. So for example, you take dominant allele. So dominant allele A equal to P. P is the frequency. And recessive allele small a equal to Q. So generally there are two types of alleles. One is dominant allele and one is recessive allele. Okay. Then what is the allelic frequency? Sum of allelic frequency. Okay, let us see. Sum of allelic frequency equal to 1. How it came? That is P plus Q equal to 1. Okay. Then if you want to calculate the P, what you will do? P is equal to 1 minus Q, whereas Q equal to 1 minus P. Okay, this is the formulas to calculate the allelic frequency, dominant allelic frequency and recessive allelic frequency. Then what are the conditions for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? There are some conditions. Okay, what are the conditions for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? Okay, the conditions for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is, let us see. So allelic frequency remains constant. So according to Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, the allelic frequency remains constant from generation to generation. So what are the conditions means? If first one, mating is random. Mating is random. So random mating means what? There is no selection. In the terms of mating, there should not be any selection. Second one, population should be large in size. Okay, if there is a small population, there is no, then we cannot see that there will be Hardy equilibrium, for Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, right? Third one, no evolutionary forces. No evolutionary force. Okay, like natural selection should not be there. Okay, no migration, right? And no mutation. So there should not be natural selection, there should not be migration, there should not be mutation, and also no differential reproductive success. No differential reproductive success. So what is the meaning of that? No differential reproductive success means all the organisms should be reproductively successful. Okay, all the organisms should be reproductively successful. And last one, all the members of population all the members should be in homozygous age. Homozygous age. Homozygous age means what? All the members in the population should be in the same age group. Then, what are the factors that affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? So, there are factors that affect Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So, what are the factors that are affecting Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? Is very important. This is given in the NCERT. Okay, what are the factors that are affecting? So, just first one, gene flow. Okay, that means the migration of genes. That means the organisms are migrating. Genetic drift, right? Mutations, gene recombinations, and natural selection. So these are the factors that affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So they will be given some problems to calculate Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. I'll use some formulas to calculate that one. Okay. So first one, let us see hints to calculate Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Let us see them. If allelic frequency is given, from allelic frequency we can calculate genotypic frequency. Okay, from genotypic frequency again we can calculate number of individuals. Okay, second hint, if individuals given, that means dominant population, recessive population, like that, from that we can calculate genotypic frequency. From genotypic frequency we can calculate allelic frequency. Okay, we can calculate allelic frequency. So genotypic frequency, I am giving you GF equal to number of individuals given, whether dominant or recessive individuals given, by divided by total number of individuals. We will do one problem on this also. So we can calculate like this. Right. Then if all the three if all the three, right, how do you calculate the total number? Let us see. So yeah, if all the three that is homozygous, dominant, heterozygous, dominant, and recessive were given, so formula for calculating the number of individuals or frequency equal to 2 into number of dominant individuals plus number of heterozygous individuals divided by 2 into total number of individuals. Right? If they have given the number of homozygous dominant, number of heterozygous dominant, number of recessive individuals, and if they ask you to find out dominant genotypic frequency, okay, or that means here I am giving what is this formula means, allelic frequency for dominant. Allelic frequency for dominant. For recessive means allelic frequency for recessive means same formula. Instead of that, we'll give 2 into number of recessive into plus number of heterozygous divided by total number. That is 2 into total number. We'll get the recessive allelic frequency. Okay, now let us go for one. I am going to give you one problem here. One example or two examples I will do. Total number of individuals. Okay, total number of individuals in a given population equal to 1600. In that, number of recessive individuals equal to 256. So we have to find out what? Find out number of homozygous dominant and number of heterozygous individuals. So this is one problem we have given. Now we have to find out the, already they have given recessive individuals. First we will find the recessive allelic frequency. Recessive allelic frequency equal to Q square. Q square equal to number of recessive individuals divided by total number of individuals, that equal to 0.16. Then Q equal to root of 0.16. That equal to 0.4. We got 0.4 as the Q. Then what is P? P is equal to 1 minus Q, that equal to 1 minus 0.4, that equal to 0.6. Then P square equal to 0.6 into 0.6, that is equal to 0.36. Then we have to find out number of homozygous dominant. Equal to total number into P square, that equal to 1600 into 0.36, that equal to 576 individuals will get. Okay, then how do you calculate the number of heterozygous? Means it comes as 2pq. So here we have to go for one formula I am giving, P plus Q equal to 1. P is allele. Okay, P plus Q whole square equal to 1. That means p square plus 2pq plus q square equal to 1. P square means dominant genotypic frequencies. Okay. Heterozygous genotypic frequency. P means allelic frequency. Q means recessive allelic frequency. Like that you have to calculate. So how do you calculate number of heterozygous dominant means heterozygous dominant equal to 2 into PQ into total number. So what is 2PQ? 2 into 0.4 into 0.6 into 1600. So 0.4 into 0.6, that is 0.24. 0.24 into 2, 0.48 into 1600. Okay. How much you will get? 768 individuals. 768 individuals. Okay. Right. So that gives about an idea to do the problems. Right. This completes about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium given by basing upon the given formulas. You please calculate the, what we can say, whatever the problems they have given, you can calculate the problems. Right. Now we'll go with the next topic, that is natural selection.